This is how to set up your Facebook ad account to scale in 2025. I'm gonna be going over a campaign that we've been working on that went from $100 CPA all the way down to a $20 CPA inside their Facebook ad account. I'm gonna show you exactly how we set up the campaign, how we condensed all of their campaigns down to one, and how we start testing after we get it set up. So this is the ad account that we've been working on back in October. They had a lot of different campaigns running. They were running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different campaigns before we came in and created our own campaign. And that's okay to a certain extent. I don't mind having multiple campaigns. It's whenever you have multiple campaigns that are targeting the exact same product. So if you are having 1, 2, 3, 4 campaigns that are advertising for the exact same product in the exact same country, that's whenever you're going to have audience overlap and you're going to be targeting the same people and your campaigns are going to be competing against each other. This is why I like to make everything condensed in my ad account. I like to move it to a one campaign structure that is specifically promoting a product. So I'll have one product, I'll promote that in one campaign per country per objective. So if I have a product that sells soap and I'm selling to the United States, I will have one campaign for the United States that sells soap. If I ever go to the UK, Australia, Canada, I'll create separate campaigns for that because it's a different country. Or if I have a separate product that I'm wanting to promote, in that case, I would also have a completely separate campaign depending on the brand. Sometimes I'll push it all into one campaign. Other times I will separate it. Depends on the brand, who they're selling to, and exactly how different the products are. All of that determines whether or not I put it into one campaign or separate them. We can see the cost per purchase was insanely high in October for them. All of these campaigns that were currently on at the time were either not getting any sales or had insanely high cost per purchase. Right now, their KPI for cost per purchase is around $25 to $30, and they are really above that at the moment. But if we go back to the past 30 days, our CPA is now at a $22.80, which is lower than our $25 KPI, which is good for the brand. And this is all because of how we set up the ad account and how we launched the ads within it. And that's what I'm about to go over right now. So when we set up our campaign, it is a one campaign per product objective per country. At the moment, we are just selling to the United States. So we're going to have one campaign. I call it US. That's where we're advertising. It is a sales campaign, and we are at a CBO structure. Now, the type of campaign, auction, sales objective, as I just said, Advantage plus catalog ads, we're not doing that for this campaign. And then we're turning on Advantage campaign budget, which is the same thing as a CBO campaign. It's where we set the budget at the campaign level and let Facebook decide what ad sets are going to get the spend. We would then set the daily budget. My recommendation is to never go below 50. If I had it my way, I wouldn't go below $100, but if you are really short on cash and you need to go to 50, that's fine, but try to get to that 100 as quick as possible because you're going to give Meta a lot more learning with more money. It's going to be able to test more audience types. It's going to push your ad to more people, so you're going to get more data and you're going to be able to scale a lot quicker. And we'll scroll down. That's really all we need for the campaign level, but now is when we go into the initial launch. So if I go to the ad set level here for the campaign, and we just look at the initial launch right here, because this is what we do when we first launch ads into the account, we are going to pick the previous winners from the other campaigns. So what I like to do is I will unselect everything, and then I will go and sort by the amount spent. So I'll go maximum in terms of time frame. I'll look at the amount spent, and I'll go to ads. And when I look at this account from ads, I will just sort from highest to lowest. This will let me know which ads got the most spend, which helps me understand what Facebook deems is better in terms of an ad creative and what people are resonating with more. Once I find these particular ads, I will then grab their post ID and then I will insert those into my new campaign. So if I go back to my campaign over here and I go to the initial launch that we had, we can see that I set this up to be the previous winners, targeting male and female, all ages, and per, which basically means the objective is for purchase. I'm setting it up for website traffic, maximum number of conversions, conversion event, and setting the pixel. And then nothing else to do with the ad set besides set a start date for it and to choose our audience. So beforehand, this would have been set on Advantage Plus by default. We are going to remove that. We're going to want to use original audience types for this campaign. Placements, we can leave on Advantage Plus placements, and then that is it on the ad set level. Then if we look at the ads level, we will see that I've launched the top 3 ads that were in the account previously from the other campaigns. If your ad account had more profitable ads or ads that had a majority of spend, you can add more than 3 here. I usually try to add anywhere between 5 to 10. In this particular account, there were only 3 main winners. The other ones weren't really performing that well at all, but I wanted to keep it with the top ones to put in my new campaign. Then from there, you launch the campaign. This campaign is going to be going head to head with the other ad campaigns in the account. And we're slowly going to remove spend from the old campaigns and put it into our new campaign as it gets more learnings and as it starts to perform better. And that's how we start to condense it to one. We don't just turn off the other ones all at once. We slowly move their spend into the new ad campaign. So when I first launched the new one, I'm giving it like 5 to 7 days. After the 5 to 7 days, I look at the results and I'm slowly going to start removing the budget, maybe 20% at a time from the old campaigns, and I'm going to start adding that to my new one. And it's slowly going to start building and building until eventually we can turn the other campaigns off because they have so little ad spend, and our main campaign is the one that's scaling at that moment. But while you're transferring money from one campaign to your new one, you need to start testing new ads as well. You can't rely on your old previous winners to have your campaign perform well. You still need to outperform those ads. The only reason that we launched the previous winners in the new campaign is just so that the new campaign, the new ad set can start to learn and start to understand who we're targeting. We still want our ads and our new ads to outperform those previous winners. And this is how we test our new concepts in this new campaign. The way we test new ad concepts is by putting in new ad sets in our campaign. Every ad set is its own concept. As we can see here, we have a batch number 101 and batch number 104 in this account right now. They're targeting male and female, all ages, with the objective of purchase. Now, the way that we test this is with a flexible ad set. If you want to know more about flexible ad sets, my next video after this is going to explain how we use flexible ad sets and how we test different concepts in an ad account in order to scale. But for those of you that want to know the basics and high-level view of how we actually test an individual concept, it goes as the following. You have your campaign, and then you have where your flexible ad set is, where you have your ad set, where your ad is the flexible ad technically. And what we will do is do a 3-2-2 testing method. In this one ad, under this one ad set, we're going to test 3 different variations of the same concept, and it's going to have 2 different headlines and 2 different bodies. And a variation is simply a different way to show off your concept. In a static, it can be as simple as changing the headline for the 3 variations where it's the same image and you have 3 different headlines that you're testing. Or it could be simply swapping out the background image, playing Tetris and moving the statics all around. If it's a UGC, it's as simple as changing the hook for the beginning of it and having 3 different variations with the hook being slightly different each time. And then the headlines are just 2 different headlines you test, bodies are 2 different bodies. And what that flexible ad will do is it will test every variation of that, and whichever one performs the best is the one it's going to send out to the most people. So that may be creative 2 with headline 1 and body 2, or whatever that combination is. That's what a flexible ad will do. And that's how we test it in our agency. But all in all, this simplistic structure has been able to scale brands to 7 figures plus a month, and we let our creatives do the targeting in the ad account. The ad account really only accounts for maybe 15% of your success in your online business. What really matters is the creatives that you're producing and how you target people through psychology. So stick around because I have a video coming up soon that's going to teach you exactly how to create ads that convert in 2025. But for now, that is how you set up the account to give you the best opportunity to scale in 2025. And it's what we use for all of the brands that we have right now, whether they started at $20,000 a month or if they're currently making multiple millions a month. This is still the exact structure that we use, and it's what you should use if you want to scale. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I will be answering any and all questions that you have. If you want myself and my team to run your ads for your e-commerce store, click the link below and book a call with myself. And if you want myself to mentor you, where you get a one-on-one call and I go through every creative that you have ever made and tell you what you should do in your ad account, click the link below as well. book a call with me and we can get something set up where we have one-on-one mentorship consulting calls where I can go over any and everything of your business and teach you how to scale. Until then, I'll see you next week with a new video.